Have a good one, guys.
Hey, you too.
I'm gonna stay tuned.
Whatever you want.
Looks like we're gonna have a big group.
Right.
This is awesome.
We got a big gym, big group.
We got a big group. Ready? All right.
You guys just getting off work or coming on?
Hey, Maggie.
Getting off?
You're back.
We got back early.
Hey, Maggie.
Hello.
Good to see you, Maggie. Just missed my presentation on work.
Yeah. Jeff did a great job.
Just hey, listen.
Yeah.
Travis got to rest his voice a little bit.
That's good.
Yeah, turn it
Thanks
off.
for doing well. That's good. All right. Is it time to start? Yeah, it's just a few minutes after 3. It's good,
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. I'm Travis, and this is Jeff. We're from Journey Fitness, which you guys are about to have your own Journey Fitness right here at Hilliard. It's pretty exciting stuff. So let's tell you a little bit about that. We're going to tell you about Journey Fitness, why we're here, the upcoming fitness challenge, and basically how the journey is going to continue. So a little bit about Journey Fitness. Anybody know who that guy is?
Bruce Lee.
That's right, Bruce Lee. And how he ties into what we do, I feel it's a good symbol, a good analogy for us, because Bruce Lee, when he was inventing his style of martial arts, he would travel village to village and he would absorb what was useful, reject what was useless. And that's what we do. I started Journey Fitness after being the COO for a physical therapy and fitness string of them, a franchise. And we learned a lot of useful practices there as far as how to customize people's program and make them safe and effective. Also, having the opportunity to mentor under people out there in California like Todd Durkin of Fitness Quest 10. He's coming out on NBC next month with a show called Strong. It'll be like a Biggest Loser show. But he was a trainer to Daniel Thomason, Drew Brees, people like that. So we've absorbed the gems from these different places that are considered #1 in the country and integrated them into what we call Journey Fitness. A few years ago, I had the honor of co-authoring a book called Results Fitness. It was #1 as far as bestsellers go in the fitness category. We released our own book last year. And that's a little bit about us and just kind of why I think that we have the best program. Additionally, I want to tell you what it's like to have a coach. What it's like to have a coach, it means new workouts each week. Maybe you've gone to the gym before and you've kind of done like that, those machines that were familiar and hopped on the treadmill or whatever. But we don't want our body to get too used to what we're doing. In fact, it'd be great to have somebody constantly changing your program so in that way your body's constantly stimulated. And that's where a coach comes in. Also, somebody motivating you through each session. The difference in the workout, maybe we've experienced it before with a workout partner, is having a coach there means somebody is remembering how you did last time, challenging you to do better this time. And kind of monitoring you as you go station to station, tweaking your form, helping you with intensity. It makes a big difference having a coach involved. Customizing your workout. Everybody in this group has varying abilities and different health history. There might be a bad knee, there might be a bad back, there could be a bad hip. We work with people with hip replacements, knee replacements, people that can get down on the floor, people that shouldn't get down on the floor, and we customize that workout to make sure that it's safe. That's another thing that having a coach involved does. Someone to weigh in weekly. Maybe you step on the scale once a week, maybe you haven't stepped on the scale in a while, but monitoring your progress means stepping on the scale, and having a coach beside you means, hey man, if you've lost a pound or something and you worked hard for it, we're celebrating. We're high-fiving. If you're frustrated because, let's say you step on the scale and you don't see what you want to see, there's somebody right there beside you saying, well, let's make a plan. Let's see what we can change this week to see the result that you want to see next week. So that's what we do. Also, we measure progress in other ways. We measure how your body gets stronger. We measure how your heart gets stronger. We measure inches. We measure body fat, things like that. So, to kind of communicate how important that is, think about it this way. If you're a 200-pound man and you lose a pound of fat and gain a pound of muscle, how much do you weigh? 200, right? You're still 200. So you got to see your results in other areas too to really know where you're going and know how you're doing. So, in addition to that, we help you with your diet. And helping you with your diet is pretty simple. We all know that if we have too many carbs, be it whatever it is, pastries, beers, things like that, the weight starts coming up. So what we do is we just kind of meet you where you're at. Let's identify one thing at a time that we can change. Kind of substitute, maybe leave out of the diet, and just kind of take you on a progression towards lowering your carbs. Lower your carbs, lower your body fat. We also do this. We start everything with movement assessment. When you sign up to be part of our program, we're going to meet with you one-on-one. We're going to find out your exercise history, your medical history, your fitness goals. We're going to find out what it means to you everybody kind of has a video playing in their head of where they'd like to be versus where they are. And with that's what we want to learn about. We consider it our job to make your goals our goals and make sure that you get there. So we start with an assessment. When you come in, we look at 7 basic movement patterns. Everybody squats. For instance, you've already done half of a squat repetition today. When you came in and sat down, right? When you stand up, we'll finish it. But how often do you do that throughout the day when you think about it, right? Throughout the day, you're constantly sitting down, standing up, things like that. So you should stay good at it. You should also stay good at having shoulder mobility, things like that. A program should be designed to improve all these things, because if we improve all these things, we improve the way that you can live life. That's very important. How about this? Pretty much since I started as a coach, I'd always get this one question. Hey, how many calories do you think I burned during that session? Well, for those who want to opt in on that, we have a heart rate monitor. And you wear it around the chest, and this is what it does. It shows you what percentage of your max heart rate you're at. It shows you in the top corner how many calories you burned, your average heart rate down in the bottom left. Best of all, it helps us to measure the progress of the most important muscle that you've got. If after a couple months of training, you wake up in the morning and your heart is beating 20 beats slower, that means it's pumping more blood in a single beat than it did earlier, than it did when it was working twice as hard or 20 beats harder. So if you can now wake up in the morning 20 beats less, if you can do a certain exercise for a certain period of time with the same intensity but work at a lower heart rate, your heart's getting better. You know what else that's telling us? You're probably going to live longer. That's very important. Fitness challenges. People come in and they get fit, and at first sometimes they're struggling. I just don't have enough energy to get through my day. Fitness could be defined as enough energy to get through your work day with still having enough energy left over to do the things you want to do. That'd be a good definition of fitness. So we find that when people come in, they're like, what's next for me? And so every month we put out fitness challenges. We're always involved in walk, run, 5Ks or obstacle courses. And right there you see Paul, 66 years old. He told us he wanted to do a Spartan, and so we were right there beside him. How we do obstacle events is we travel as a group from obstacle to obstacle, helping each person through, and it's really cool. That was me at the top, helping Paul over with our head of our cornering location. Paul at the end of the race, man, tears of joy, just so excited at what he accomplished at 66 years old, and he became a Spartan. That day, he was a Spartan, and he's been a Spartan ever since. He now posts about the Spartans. He lets us know when the next race is coming up. Really cool stuff, really neat. And so, that's a little bit about us. Here's a little bit about, why we're here. Can you guys spot the most valuable asset in that picture? It is. It's you. It's you guys. You may not be in the picture, but the people are hiding in the back, but it's always been you guys. Right? And so what Hilliard said in embracing this corporate wellness is Hilliard's saying, your problems are our problems. If you're struggling with cholesterol, if you're struggling with elevated blood pressure or elevated blood sugars, or if you're just plain tired, we can fix that. We can fix that. All those things, along with an increased waist circumference, is actually considered metabolic syndrome. And guess what? 8 out of 10 of us are affected by it. 80% of our country is affected by this. Those diseases that we just talked about, elevated blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, elevated cholesterol, those are all things that are preventable with diet and exercise. So basically, we're taking on these challenges. I'll give you an inside tour of Journey Fitness here real quick, just so you can kind of see a little bit more about the workouts and the people. That's our check-in system. It's how we know you're there and how we can track you down when you don't show up and your trainer when you arrive. There's a clock. It's not about reps. You work out for a time period, so you don't have to feel about like you're being behind if you're not doing a set number of reps.
I've been a member of Journey Fitness since December of 2013. I had memberships in all kinds of clubs and never achieved the results that I have here. At the other clubs, it was just about getting a membership, and it wasn't even about showing up for your diet or anything. But here, they focus not only on your workouts,
everybody can be pulling. It all just depends on what kind of band we use. It's pretty cool.
That I have never been involved with, that I actually lost weight, kept it off, and still have the desire to come to work out of the projects. And all of a sudden you get this camaraderie that develops just by people, because their faces are familiar. People are just talking to each other, you're afraid, what are you doing, and you share your ideas. And if you're having trouble with maybe some nutritional piece, there's lots of people, not only the trainers, but all the other people that are here saying, oh, I got this great recipe. So it's really positive and it's lots of fun.
My name is Alex Rubik. I'm an internist here locally, and one of the great things about Journey Fitness is what they can do
Those are
for
the
me
cold
in
towels.
practice. The hardest thing
We call it the home of the metabolic
is
disturbance and the
exercise.
crispy cold
Get
towel.
out
We bring
before.
towels out of the freezer at the end just to kind of hand it to you, help you out with the
I
cool
prefer
down.
here.
Go to culture. High five you at the end and hand
Some
you a cold
patients who's
towel.
over 70 pounds and they're still doing great.
My name is Brittany. I've been a member of Journey Fitness since November 2013. Before I joined, I struggled with commitment and motivation in any gym. After I joined, I not only became a part of the family, but the trainers gave me the motivation that I needed to succeed and keep going.
I've been to several gyms in the area, was looking for something different. Always been in pretty good shape, but just I wasn't having fun, bored going to the gym, and I just needed something. And I had heard this was different and fun, and so I walked in the door. My first workout was the pumpkin workout. Everything we did, we had a pumpkin, and so you could choose the size of the pumpkin you wanted to work out with. So I just added some fun to it. It was in October when I joined, so it just brought the fun.
There it is. There were some good things in there to show you. You may have noticed that one person was on the ground with their feet in the straps doing push-ups, another person was standing up. You know, I mean, it's all about customizing the program for who's there. All the people were being interviewed in front of our wall of fame. When you achieve success, we like to make a poster of you. That's your before and after picture with your words on the poster. And the reason we ask you to do that is just so that other people who come in the door won't be intimidated. They can see that someone has gone before them and someone's achieved what they want to achieve. So it's pretty cool stuff. What's not for? So we're not a gym. We're a coaching center. We don't want you on the pay and go away plan. You know, when you've heard the stories of 1,200 locations and 7 million members, well, if you do the math, about 6,000 members per location. So those that are charging the low dollar rate really have no intentions of ever fitting all their members in their location. In fact, they're counting on 80% not to come. So that's the whole gimmick. I learned that back in 1996, and I waited a long time to start Journey Fitness, and the goal was only have the members that we can know by name, know their limitations, know their goals, track them down when they don't show up. That's how many members we want. So that's why it's a little bit of a different model. Also, we don't have seating machines or treadmills. We know that you guys sitting and walking covered. The gym philosophy really is just focused on getting you to work out independently. You may have even noticed that when you sit down on the machines in most gyms, there's even a sign next to you. That sign should really say, leave the trainers in the front desk alone, here's a picture of what to do, right? I mean, so that's the difference between us. I mean, we're following you around, we're grabbing weights, you know, cold towel. It's just a different story, you know. What is fun? If you want help with your diet, if you want a trainer to be with you every step of the way, help you work towards your goals, if you want someone to hold you accountable, setting goals, workouts, nutritional guidance, those kind of things, if you want results, get a coach in the process. You know, usually the first place we go to when we start thinking about exercise programs is like, you know, I need to get some exercise, I'm going to start walking. In short, walking doesn't work. And the reason walking doesn't work is because our bodies are Toyota Prius at walking. We've been doing it since we were a toddler, so we're very efficient at walking. You've never gone for a walk and had your body say to you, what are we doing? Right? You know, your body knows what's going on when you're walking. Right? But after these workouts, when you swung some ropes and stuff, you're like, wow, man, it's an hour later, I'm still sweating a little bit. What's happening? The next day, you're sitting in chairs like these, and you're still burning more calories than you would have otherwise, because 36 hours later, your metabolism is still elevated. And it's because it was a shock to your system. Walking is not a shock to your system. So, here's the truth. To get something you've never gotten, you got to be willing to do something you've never done. You got to be willing to change that something often, and that's what a coach does. Keeps on designing new programs for you to do. Proof's in the pudding. In just over 2 years, we helped our small community just in Elmira lose over 1,500 of those 10 pounds of fat. That was 15,000 pounds of weight loss. 15,000 pounds. These are some of the people that did it. Wayne and Della. Wayne comes in, loses 80 pounds, Della loses 50. Combined total of 130 pounds. Wayne gets on Della's back for their after picture. That wasn't happening before, okay? I mean, safe to say that, right? Their lives are changed. I mean, just energy, strength, just a different aspect to living. Neva comes in and knee pain. It's like, I don't have a goal of weight loss. I just can't stand in my driveway and talk to my neighbors without getting pain in my knees. Can you do something about that? I'm like, yeah, we can. We got a good plan for it. We got an anti-inflammatory diet that's also anti-aging, anti-cancer, the way that we work with you. And so getting that inflammation out will be important. The other thing that will be important is strengthening your muscles, so your muscles carry the weight instead of your joints. So we start working with her on our diet and exercise program. As a byproduct, without even being focused on weight loss, she loses 40 pounds. She gets rid of the knee pain and poses in her after shot, standing on a pose. And I do argue that this is an anti-aging diet because I think she got younger. I mean, honestly, guys, we have a fitness age and we got a chronological age. I've met some 30-year-olds that are 60, and I've met some 60-year-olds that are 30, and so there is fitness years. We always celebrate people's birthdays of Journey Fitness, and we're like, congratulations, you're getting younger by the workout, because you are. It makes a difference. Tiffany, that was her first shot, like her first week there. She had her foot on the boulder. She had lost the greatest percentage of body weight out of anybody, and so we called her the boulder mover. That's what we called that person each week that does it. So 50 pounds later, she's standing on the coach's back while they plank. I just think it's pretty cool that she gained all that confidence in that 50-pound weight loss process to stand on somebody's back. Because I know that she wasn't feeling like she should do that when she first walked through the door. Our approach to training is very simple. It's correct nutrition. That's rule number one, because we know that we can't out-train a bad diet. So we help you with your diet. We help you with the one thing that usually when you get a gym membership, they send you to GNC for. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll just found GNC and grab your supplements or whatever, We help you with that. We work on activities that burn calories and promote muscle mass and elevate the metabolism. So ahead of that walking, we prioritize resistance training. Did you know that as you age, you lose muscle tissue? And did you know that as you start doing resistance training, you get it back? And did you know that your muscle tissue is largely responsible for your metabolism, how many calories you burn? So as we start focusing on that, we also start focusing on your metabolism. As we do the interval training, which you saw being run by the clock, like the clock beeps, we go, the clock beeps again, we pause and move on to our next exercise. That interval training is what also elevates your metabolism. So we put last on our hierarchy those steady state things. If you want to still walk, we encourage you to do it. Maybe you enjoy a walk through the woods, maybe you're hunters, whatever. But don't prioritize it first for your fat loss. Get the diet, the resistance, the intervals, things like that first. So how much is a coach? I'd like to put this up here just to kind of like emphasize the value. In 1996, I was $75 a session. That was Las Vegas, Nevada. They still say the national average is $60 to $70 a session. I've heard that you can get a coach for $25 a session in rural areas. A dietitian, if you want to meet with somebody that's going to take the time to break down your food journal and give you some advice and kind of help you customize your diet, it's going to be about $100 to $200 a time. So just what you're getting is an opportunity to do this 6 days a week. So I just want you to think about the value that's involved in that. And the value could be $1,200 a month, whatever value you want to put on it. Maybe some of you have heard of people working with coaches before. It's going to be $50 to go for a session. At Journey Fitness, we specialize in group personal training, where we customize the training within a group. And we only train as many people at a time as a coach can handle, and if there's a bigger group, we have a couple coaches there working with the group at the same time. And what happens is they share the cost of the coach. They pay less and they get more. When you pay more for sneakers, you get more. I paid less for sneakers before, my feet hurt, then I paid more for sneakers and it felt a little bit better. With coaching, with where fitness is headed, it's really cool, because guess what's happening? You get to share the cost of the coach with the group, but you get accountability from the group because they're counting on you to be there next time. They're like, they really enjoy your participation in the workout. They're also getting that added motivation and accountability from you and the coach, so everybody's getting better results and they're paying less. So at Journey Fitness, somebody signs up for a 3-month membership. It's $187 per month. It's about $6 a session. Your opportunity is this. We came in to run a corporate challenge. We're going to do $97 registration. It was going to be a 21-day weight loss challenge. Hilliard already said, well, we'll pay half of that. So it took it down to $48.50. The 21-day weight loss challenge also has a grand prize for a team of $1,000. So if you've been looking to take off a few pounds, there is a team that's going to get paid to lose weight. I think that's pretty cool. Get paid to lose weight. I signed up for that. That's good. Team registration, $48.50 per person. Like we said, grand prize $1,000. Second place team all gets those MyZone belts as shown you, the little heart rate monitoring belts, and that can not only be used in Journey Fitness, there's an app on your phone. Third place team gets their enrollments waived for the ongoing Journey Fitness that we'll have. The flyers to sign up for it are there in front of you, and it shows all those things about the 21 days of group personal training, unlimited nutritional counseling, unlimited personal training, all the different kind of features of the program. Maggie and Jeff's email and phone numbers are on there. You sign your team up at the bottom, put your t-shirt size and circling your time or suggesting a time. That's the 21-day challenge. What comes with it? It's our first partner t-shirt. We're really proud to be partnering with you guys. We're excited after all of our interactions here to just be part of your team and serve you guys. So it's our first partner t-shirt. You got Hilliard, the Hilliard logo on the front. It's going to be one of those kind of moisture wicking performance tees. And it says, take a journey, change your life on the back, Journey Fitness on the back. So when you sign up, you get unlimited coaching, nutritional counseling, customized program design, journal, recipe book, handbook, and that t-shirt. Now for the t-shirt, we want you guys to be signed up by next Monday because of the turnaround time to have you all have t-shirts when you're starting the contest. You can sign up for the contest if you don't care about the t-shirt all the way up until March 1st. But we want to get you signed up quickly to get that shirt. Our regular brochure looks like this. You guys got a whole different brochure, so you guys don't have the 157 if you're coming for a year, or 187 per month if you're coming for 3 months. You guys have just a simple plan. There's no commitment. There's no like 3 months, there's no 12 months. You guys have a Hilliard inside your place. The cost of your program is not only cut in half for the ongoing thing to $97, but here's what else is happening. Hilliard has decided that if you come, our goal is to get you there 3 times a week. We also are cool with it if you want to come 6 times a week. Hilliard said if you come 2 times a week, 25 times a quarter, they're going to pay one of those months. What that means is we already have the cost of a coach going down to about $2 a session. Okay? So now a coach goes down to $2 a session, and you can get your spouse involved, which I highly recommend if you got a spouse at home. If you guys both get on the same plan, the results are amazing. You know how much better they are when one's not eating ice cream while the other's having a, something healthy, right? So, I mean, that's always it's kind of like a trap, isn't it? So here's what we've done. Here's what Hilliard's done. Your 2 greatest obstacles. 1, I don't have time. 2, I don't have the money. Putting something on site just requires you to either come to work a little early, stay late, or even get in that lunchtime workout, one that we have there. So after you remove the time element and after you make it so affordable, the only thing left to get rid of is head trash, really. We might come up with reasons why we can't, but we're talking about a customized program design that's very safe and very effective. So what I like to tell people is a little Zig Ziglar quote, and it says you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. And so what we're really asking you to do is just come through the door and put yourself on autopilot and let us take care of the rest, because we're gonna help you every step of the way and make it very simple and easy for you to do and get you to where you want to go. That movie that we talked about that's kind of playing in your head of where you want to be versus where you're at today. And that is my presentation. So thank you guys for coming, and now we'll take any questions that you might have.
Is there any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
If you got a group, do you have to, I see on here it says, please circle preferred workout times. What if you want to alter those times? What if you don't always want to go, say you want to go before work 1 or 2 times a week and then after work a couple times a week?
Yeah, I'd suggest just circling both of them, just to, we're just trying to get an idea of numbers. We want to make sure that we don't under-prepare ourselves as far as, having the right amount of coaches on for you. But you are not locked into any set schedule. You can come before work one day, lunchtime another time, and evening time another time. You're not locked into a set schedule. We've tried to create a lot of availability just so that way you always got an opportunity to get it in. So, and you don't have to work out with your team. You know, you'll already see each other at work. You know, one of your teammates might come in the morning. You'll see, we're going to post the results. We're not going to post everybody's weight. That's, you know, your private business, but we will post how you're doing in the running. So that will already kind of create the accountability of, you know, one of your teammates doing it for the other, that type of thing, the teamwork. Any other questions, guys? That was a good one.
What kind of timeline was on those people who lost weight in your place?
Yeah, that's a good one. So let's see. As far as a 21-day program, the best weight loss we've seen in 21 days was 20 pounds. It was about a pound a day. 100 pounds, we've seen it done in about 6 months. 100 pounds has been done in 6 months before. So there's, everybody kind of takes their own journey. Sal has only been with us, I don't even know if it's been 2 years. Sal's 76 years old and he lost 152 pounds, but I think he did it in just over a year. And that's 150 pounds. I mean, it's just amazing. So I think it's all about how, you know, you put a 10 in, you get a 10 back. I like to say that. And so the people that were the most dedicated to working out and doing the diet got the fastest results. And then some people still needed their occasional break from the diet, so they got a little slower results. But, you know, having a coach in the process means reeling you back in. Okay, we just had Super Bowl, now let's get back on track, you know what I mean? Those kind of things. Yes, sir?
The gaps between these other times, there's nobody there? or?
Yeah, no, we're not there in between the sessions. We're just trying to build the sessions to, like, you know, whenever you were coming in or getting off work or having a lunch break. But if you do have a time suggestion that is not on the sheet, you know, write it down because we're looking for that right now. We've already tweaked this schedule twice since we first started doing our presentations because it was like,
Yeah, we're just trying to
finding out, you know,
finalize
where
this.
you guys want it to
Right.
be, you know.
With
You guys tell
your
us.
input, we'll finalize the schedule, so if you have other times, that's fine.
Yeah, just let us know.
Just write it on the sheet.
You guys got everything, like, if we go there before work, we're obviously gonna wanna get dressed. You guys got locker room and everything else there?
Yeah, so there's you know, a lot of what we're doing too depends. You got this really cool thing that's happening in your workplace, right? Journey Fitness is being built here, and I think that they're looking at the participation right now to determine the phases of things. But there is plumbing up there. There is an area that people can change in there, and so then depending on how involved the company chooses to be, is actually, you know, I think pretty much how it's going to impact the company's decisions and how quickly they can maybe turn it into some locker room style areas for you and that kind of stuff.
So
Where
we're
it's gonna be is right up in the cafeteria, the back end of the cafeteria.
That faces the street.
It faces the street about 4,000
Is
square
that gonna
feet.
be up and running when this starts?
Yes.
Oh, so we're not
No,
even talking about going down.
No, we're
No,
not.
we're
We're
talking
talking
okay,
about.
that
You
we're
walk
building a
upstairs,
Journey
Joe.
Fitness. We brought in our blueprint. We typically look for 4,000 square feet. So when we did the Corny location, the Ithaca location, that's what it was. And we went upstairs and they had the perfect rectangle for us. And so we're already, you know, putting up the same equipments and paints and things like that. And then we're going to try to, you know, meet other needs as we go on. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard people talk about that earlier today, but I didn't know
I didn't know
that
that's what it was.
the entire basis of this program was gonna be happening in this building.
Yeah. Talk about easy, man. You know, all you got to do is just go upstairs, you know, or whatever.
Give it short commute.
Based on what's gonna be right up
Right upstairs.
Right
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
yep.
We were actually working on our staffing schedule mid-afternoon today. We were just trying to figure it out because I'm going to be one of your coaches. Jeff will be one of your coaches. The head honcho, Jillian Michaels, or otherwise known as Cindy Barnes, she'll be
Oh,
involved.
she's nicer than Jill.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. But we call her the head honcho. It's my wife and business partner, so we like to pick on her. But and also another guy, JC. So there's 4 of us that'll be doing the coaching, and 2 of us are here today. So then, because there's an AM and PM schedule, obviously involved in your sheet there. So.
Yeah, so if you guys go after work, just a 2-second walk upstairs.
So we're gonna have to schedule when we want, I mean, like, not everyone obviously can just choose one there at once.
Well, yeah, you come anytime.
You come anytime you want.
I want to tell you that in Corning,
You
with
can
the
go
type
every
of
day if
square
you
footage
want.
you guys have up there, we've had anywhere sessions from 5 to probably 40 people. We just upped the number of coaches that are there
Yep.
when those type of size groups happen. And, you know, we learn pretty quick, especially if you guys are circling your times and signing up, how many we need to start with. And, you know, if day 1 we're we see something that we didn't quite know was gonna happen, I guarantee you on day 2, it'll be better, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if I show up there and I'm thinking that 5 of you are showing up and 50 of you show up, well, tomorrow there'll be 3 of us at that time, you know, so then that way everybody's getting the appropriate amount of attention and all that,
One more.
Yes, sir?
So the first, because we get out at 3, the first thing on here is 3:45. Say we want to go right up right at 3, it'll still be open, we can do our own thing.
I think that that's the older schedule. I think it's starting at 3:30.
Oh, there's another one?
Yeah, I think we bumped it up yesterday, we bumped it up to 3:30 yesterday, so.
Oh, yeah, because that came up a couple of times.
Yeah.
Is that to give time for people
To get up here.
Yeah, because you have
and
some people from
change.
plant.
Right, okay, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, get weighed in, you know.
Plus, by the time you guys clock out and change anyways, you know, it's gonna
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's typically an hour and a half.
Well, so let me talk about that schedule here. Can I use yours just to kind of, you know, do like a pointer type of thing here? So, here's what happened. We learned a long time ago, when I started realizing how important nutrition was to incorporate in people's program. Don't have nutrition on a separate day, because people come for the workout, but they won't come for nutrition, right? It just typically works that way for the majority. So what we do is we allow this half hour Monday through Thursday to be basically nutritional time. And so you'll notice on Friday and Saturday that they're just 1 hour workouts. You'll notice Monday through Thursday that they're an hour and a half workouts. And here's why. People typically come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday when they're on that 3-time-a-week thing. So we want that half hour time slot for you to weigh in, turn in a food journal, talk to your coach about like a short-term goal for this week to take you to your long-term goal over the course of whatever it is, a couple of months. So we do some goal setting there. On Wednesday and Thursday, we give the journal back. We give you a new recipe if you guys want to take home and try something so you don't feel like you're on a chicken and lettuce diet. I mean, we got pizzas and cheesecakes and peanut butter cookies and all kinds of stuff in our recipe book to keep it fun. We give those out on Wednesday and Thursday along with like a new nutritional presentation. People have a tendency to come in a staggered fashion. Some people take full advantage of that half-hour nutrition. Some people show up in the last few minutes, get weighed in, and get ready to workout. That all depends on the person. So the workouts, to answer your question, are only an hour. But I want you guys to understand the schedule too.
And
There's
just
that
one
half
thing,
hour.
on that schedule, if you look at whatever comes first in that box is what's first. So like if you look at the 5 a.m. session, you can kind of look at the Friday time too to see which part's the workout. Because on the first class, from 5 to 6:30, the workout portion is actually going to be from 5 to 6, and the way into nutrition is going to be 6 to 6:30. And I think with the
3:30.
the 3:31,
3:30 you're interested in the workout starts right
the
away.
workout starts at 3:30 and goes to 4:30 because people travel, and then if you want to stay after and go over the nutrition and to weigh in, that'll be starting at 4:30. So you can kind of look at the hour slot on the Friday, and that's actually going to be the workout time for the other days, and then the other half hour, depending on where it is what the other portion is.
Are we, Manny,
Yes.
are we set up here for 21 days, or is it?
Nope, this is every month ongoing. This is just the first challenge to start.
Okay, so that's gonna be set up upstairs?
Yep.
We'll have different challenges every month.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We're just
there'll
doing
be
a,
external and internal.
Right.
Like right now during fitness, we usually